What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And let's just start off this video by saying, hi, Emmett. Um, but anyway, today I'm going to be starting this new series where, um, I review each of the recent LEGO movies in recent years to lead up to the LEGO Movie 2. I thought it was 3 weeks, but it's actually 4 weeks, which is actually kind of a month away. So, I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Movie today. I just rewatched this film today. And man, it still holds up. And this is probably one of my favorite movies. It might be my favorite animated movie. I think just the way that this movie I think that probably the best part of this movie is the comedy. The execution of the comedy is just, you expect it to be all this kiddie humor and, Lego related humor, which a lot of people just rely on, like, those stepping on a Lego thing. And I don't think they ever use that joke in this movie, really, to be honest, the stepping on a Lego thing. It's just the comedy is just so well executed, and sometimes I don't think there's any really real like fart jokes or anything in this movie, like that kind of like bad humor. Like you'll get the occasional scene like where a robot is like printing out like pictures of their butt or something on like the photocopier. And they're like, and then but even then they kind of save that joke with Metalbeard being like, never put your rear end on a pilot's face, so even some of the bad jokes are kind of saved by other characters. And it's like I can like basically remember every line from this movie, and it's like the thing is you don't even really need to get all this development for these characters. Like they're very well just like set up as to be fun characters that you can enjoy and watch on screen and really like a lot. And that's what it does. It's like Emmett is this great character, and the voice work in this movie is incredible. And this movie on its own really has inspired me to be a animator, like creating stop motions and such. Because in the feat of animation, this movie is spectacular. Like, um, this movie, the animation in it is just so spectacular. From a standpoint of Lego stop motions, like I heard I'm pretty sure this movie is a blend of CGI and stop motion to kind of make it look like a stop motion. But it's just incredible. Like honestly, the feat of animation in this movie, like I said, this is probably like one of my favorite animated movies, and it's probably one of my favorite movies in general. I think this probably is my favorite animated movie. Um, this is easily the best Lego movie. I still think it holds up. I still think it's the best one. There's some parts where um, they try to have some kind of emotional moments with him and Wildstyle, and like towards the end, if you know what I mean, because I don't know anybody who hasn't seen this movie who's a Lego fan, but towards the end where, just all of you who are watching this channel are obviously Lego fans, but towards the end, like where they're kind of talking about like what her name is and kind of why she wanted to be the special and stuff, and she reveals her name, and it's just kind of like they play this kind of over dramatic, sad music, and I don't know, like sometimes it can feel a little bit over dramatic. But like I don't really personally have a problem with that scene. I think it's well executed, and I think a lot of the emotion is well executed. And of course, the main message of the movie is, like anybody can be special, and like the prophecy is false, or it's not true, but it also is, because like anybody can be the special, anyone can be extraordinary and be a hero, and no one is perfect, even though they can be a good person, be a hero. And I think that's kind of simulated through Lord Business, and his kind of thing where he's like, I want everything to have total perfection, um, and like I want everything to be right, and not everybody is perfect, not everything is right and exactly the way you want it, but people can be inspired, and that's such a great message to take away from this movie, and I've taken my own creative stuff from this movie. Like, I think this movie kind of inspired me to make stop motions. And I think this is still the best animated Lego movie. Like, I watched the Lego Ninjago movie with my sister for the first time. Well, it was the first time she'd seen it. But I'd obviously seen it before. And I thought I was, like, saying, this is probably the best animated Lego movie. I kind of disagree with that. This movie, like, everything in it, from, like, the explosions to the water, everything is actual physical Lego pieces. Like, they use actual physical Lego elements in the kind of stop motion-esque like design as explosions and stuff. Like when they're shooting, they use plant pieces as like the the blast from their guns and stuff, and just the talent in this movie is off the charts. You got Chris Pratt, um, you've got Liam Neeson and Morgan Freeman. You have all these famous actors and just all this famous like talent in this movie, and it's like it all works. Like you can have a scene where like I was laughing at this a lot today when I rewatched it, when Emmett's falling off the building, like his little Lego feet are like kicking, and he's like, oh, and it's like it's a way like you can have that in the movie and it works. Like it's actually kind of emotional, but it's funny at the same time. It's like his Lego feet are kicking, but like you can have that and actually have it be kind of funny and like sad at the same time. And I think that's probably one of my main issues with the movie is like Emmett and Wild Style. It can be a little bit over sappy. Like whenever I watch it, like I feel a little bit like, oh, it's a little too sappy. Whenever I watch it, it's just kind of a nitpick. I think it's just my personal opinion. Is it feels a little bit sappy, at times with that relationship. But you know, Batman's hilarious as a character in this movie when he gets introduced. And it's like just the way that they like execute the comedy, like having someone say something and just have something immediately pop up. Like you have the thing just be like when he lands in like the cave and he sees the piece of resistance and it's like touch the piece and he's like, I feel like I should touch that, and then he steps on his instruction manual and says, don't touch any strange pieces. It's just like, and then they land in the Old West. There's like the Old West like words are literally right there. And then she just like, it's just hilarious watching Wildstyle like run over with a giant cactus and just whack Emmett with it. He lands there and he's still screaming, even though after he's already landed. It's just so great. It's just, the comedy is just so well executed. It's such a funny movie. And just like, when Lord Business is like, I call it the taco. The S is silent. And it's just, you know, I don't even really love Will Ferrell in that much. I don't really think he's that funny, but he's actually pretty good in this movie as Lord Business and as the man upstairs. But, you know, this movie is just great, honestly. Like, it's got a great message for kids and for everyone. Like to be honest, and the humor in this movie is just on point. Like, even when there's a bad joke, like, there's a lot of people saying stuff about, like, oh, the butt or something, and there's a lot of, like, butt stuff, and, you know, there's a lot of that kind of humor in here. But even when that kind of happens, some other character kind of saves the joke. Like when Benny's trying to, or like another scene is like when Benny's trying to get into the computer, he's like, disable the shield, downloading, where are my pens? Where are you getting pens from? You know what I want. You know, it's just great. And you have these kind of character cameos, and that's something else about this movie, which it's not really necessarily a problem with this movie, because I know when they were making this movie, I don't know if they necessarily knew they were gonna start this whole series. But the Ninjago movie and Batman movie and the Lego movie are supposed to be all interconnected. But, like, I believe that's right, is that they're all supposed to be connected. And if I'm not mistaken, the Lego Batman movie's after the Lego movie. But that's something about this movie is, like, there's kind of some timeline issues, because in the Lego Movie 2, Batman's, like, gone into his Apocalypseburg outfit, and I've got it right here, the Battle-Ready Batman, as he's called in the new set, or sets, but he's clearly been affected by the Duplo invasion, but yet, the Lego Batman movie is after the Lego movie, because they show Emmett falling into the abyss on a computer screen in the Lego Batman movie, but the Duplo invaders would have attacked by then, and Batman's kind of gone off in his own adventures. And then the Lego Ninjago movie, like, in this movie, they use the exact design for Lloyd, or they just call him Green Ninja in the movie, but we know it's Lloyd, in the film. And they came up with new suit designs for the ninja in the Lego Ninjago movie, which isn't really an issue, because they were probably going to change it in like the bonus features of this movie, and in the bonus features for this film, they do kind of tease the Lego Ninjago movie, because there's a whole scene where Emmett's there, and then, like, this guy is like, here, I replaced every scene with you, with Lloyd, or something. And, yeah, so that doesn't entirely make sense to me. And then, like, the weird thing is, like, they kind of, like, change the characters. Like, I looked it up, and Jason Momoa is going to be voicing Aquaman, who is going to be appearing in the Lego Movie 2. And Margot Robbie is going to be voicing Harley Quinn, and instead of Kobe Smulders, who voiced Wonder Woman in the first Lego movie, this film, who played Maria Hill in the MCU. It's going to be Gal Gadot from the DCU, and Jason Momoa and Margot Robbie. So the DC actors' voices are going to be that of the DCU, except for Superman and Green Lantern, because those are still Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. But like in the Lego Batman movie, if the Lego Batman movie is connected to the Lego movie, which it is because it shows Emmett falling into the abyss, Harley Quinn is a comic book style design, and in the Lego Movie 2, she's the exact design from Suicide Squad, and she's voiced by Margot Robbie. I'm a little confused. Let me know in the comments if you are as well, but I'm sure in the movie they'll like clear that up with some quick joke or something in the Lego Movie 2. But yeah, overall, this movie is just, it's so well executed in a way of comedy. Like, you can have scenes where there's Lego figures kicking their feet around, and where there's like where you can have like Lord Business with his crazy facial expressions and his eyebrows changing weirdly at the end, and have it be emotional and sad. And fun fact, the Brotherhood Workshop, if you haven't looked them up on the internet, the Brotherhood Workshop YouTube channel, and in general, some of the Lego animators on YouTube, if you look in the scene when Emmett is showing Lord Business, this is what people have built, this is what people have created, and all that, you can actually see some videos of people who made stop motions as entries for the Lego movie, and they made it into the actual film. That's a fun fact. Lego actually added that into the film, which I think is actually a really cool thing. I didn't know that at first, but like a few years ago I found that out, and I thought I'd share that with you. But yeah, overall, it's like the Lego movie, it has some problems and some issues with it, like, so, like, all that I was talking about, like, just the Lego Movie 2 and the consistency of the other films, if they're connected to this, that's not even a problem with this film. On its own, this film is amazing. It's just, it has emotional, like, payoff, I guess you'd say. But it's, like, it's a movie where, like, it shouldn't work, but, like, you can have these weird scenes where, like, Lego characters, like, flailing around their weird Lego limbs, and it works. And it's just, it's such a great film, and I'm just really happy that a film based around Lego, and you know I love Lego, is actually a really good movie, and it's probably one of the best animated movies in recent years, and it's definitely probably my favorite animated movie, next to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse from last year. But yeah, so there's some issues that aren't really even like issues, that are just things that personally I don't like about it, and it has some issues that are very small, which I kind of forgot about, to be honest, because I just had so much fun with this movie. And that's what it is. It's a fun, charming, just enjoyable movie with like great like handling of all of its humor, and it's probably one of the most funny movies of recent years. Just the way that they execute the comedy. It's still the best Lego movie in my opinion, and I just think it's great. So it has very minimal issues in my opinion. I can't wait for the Lego Movie 2, and I'm gonna give this movie an A plus in my opinion. I think it's an A plus movie. Like in a different world, there are some issues, and I would probably give it an A. But in my opinion, I'm just gonna give it an A plus because the issues that there are in the film are so minimal. So yeah, I love the Lego Movie. It's probably my favorite animated movie, and yeah, so I love the Lego Movie. And I'm sure all you who are watching have seen it, so sorry if there are spoilers in here, but you've probably seen it because it came out 5 years ago at this point. And if you're watching this and you haven't seen the Lego Movie, if you're watching my channel and you haven't seen the Lego Movie and you're a Lego fan, then what kind of Lego fan are you? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so yeah, this is part 1 or episode 1 of my journey. I guess I'll call this series Journey to the Lego Movie 2. So this, I'll be reviewing all 3 of the theatrically, sorry, it's hard to say, theatrically released Lego movies, the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie, and the Lego Ninjago movie. So I thought it was going to be 3 weeks until the Lego Movie 2, but it's actually going to be 4 weeks, which makes it a month. So, I believe it's like February 9th, so it's February 6th when I'm filming this, so it's still coming really soon. It's basically almost like not really a month, but it is over a month until it comes out. So, this week, so I'm going to be posting it each Monday. So, this week is the Lego Movie. Next week, come back on Monday to see my review of the Lego Batman movie. The week after that, come back to see my review of the Lego Ninjago movie. And on the 4th week, on Monday, you're going to be seeing a kind of a surprise review on a Lego movie. Um, since I thought it was only 3 weeks, but it's going to be 4, so I have an extra little surprise bonus episode, which you guys are probably going to be excited for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, my review of the Lego movie, in anticipation, I guess, starting this new series on my reviews of the Lego movies, building up to the Lego Movie 2. Come back next week to see my review of, or next Monday, on my review of the Lego Batman movie. And I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.